Hey everybody, it's Matt again. I just wanted to first of all say thank you for those of you that have subscribed recently. I'm up to 50 subscribers, so once again, thank you. If you're new to the channel, thanks for checking it out. In the comments, if you'd like, just put in where you're from, where you're watching from, and maybe one of the videos that I've already posted that you've enjoyed the most or something that has helped you out. That'll help me to know what is being watched and what you guys are most interested in and what's helping the community. So if you'll post that in the comments, that would be helpful to me to know what to bring out further. Today is kind of a disappointing video. Wanted to give my thoughts on the news from yesterday that Ghostbusters Afterlife has once again been delayed, this time to June 11th of next year, which is only about 3 months or so from where they had it scheduled on March 5th. But we were getting close to being within 4 months. Halloween's coming up. There's some, rumors or questions out there whether around Halloween we would be getting the second trailer for the movie as things got closer to ramping up for the marketing for the movie. That's looking less likely now, I would assume, just because you don't want to really ramp up the marketing if it's going to be another 7 months from where we are now. So, is that right? 7 months? Something like that. It seems like it's going to be a while. I counted the days yesterday, so 232 days away. It's something that I'm excited about. That's what's so disappointing is from the time that the rumors started coming out about the first, not even the first trailer, the teaser trailer that came out with the Ecto-1 in the barn, and just all the questions that came from that. We're almost 2 years removed from that teaser trailer already. And a lot of people worked hard on this movie last year to get it done, to get it completed and ready for us to enjoy. And now we're, going to be 11 months out, hopefully, if it doesn't get pushed back again. So, but I understand, and that's the thing that I think we should all kind of get past the disappointment and anger that there's a reason that things aren't normal, and there's too much in real life for kind of the heavy stuff for people that have to go through either the sicknesses or family members that are sick or people that have lost jobs that have been caused since the virus really started to go around. So if you're like me and the biggest gripe that you have so far from the whole pandemic situation is your favorite movie franchise can't have its sequel come out on time and has it delayed for a second time, then we're in a pretty privileged state. And it's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to maybe be a little bit angry about it. But in the same light, we have to remember that there's a lot going on in the world that's more important than movies. And then also remember that the people that make these movies, the directors, the producers, the studios behind them, they don't do it just for fun of telling us this story. They do it so that they can make money. And if the stream of money is not available, then it's hard to blame them for pushing it back farther to where it might be more readily available in the future. Do we know that we're going to have more people in theaters in June than we would in March? No, nobody can tell the future, but I can't blame the studio and production people that want to see the biggest return on investment of their work. And it's understandable. But on the other side of that coin, is it going to be to the point where we're ever going to have a normal flow of revenue through movie theaters? A lot of people are saying, let's just switch it over to video on demand, which they may do if it gets pushed beyond the June date. Or maybe it'll go concurrently between video on demand and in theaters if we're not able to open up nationwide or worldwide. I live in Texas, and if I wanted to, I could go to a movie theater now and watch whatever they're playing, but they're not playing anything because the studios aren't putting anything out there. So that's what makes it hard. And I think they used Tenet, that came out a couple of months ago, as kind of the dip the toe in the water movie, just to see if people would come back and be interested in seeing more movies. And then it didn't perform the way that they wanted it to, but I think they may have been a little optimistic on what they were putting out to be that measuring stick. Tenet's not a franchise film. It's not something that people have based a collection room around or anything like that. It's not like a Marvel movie or a DC movie. I think when we finally get to see James Bond and Wonder Woman and Black Widow hit the theaters, then we will really see if people will come back, and in what amounts people will come back. And a lot of it is also people kind of, I think, have realized how much we can do without. We see that from viewership on sports. If we can't go see it in person, you'd think more people would be tuning in on TV to check out what's going on. And then across all sports in the United States, the viewership has been down. People just kind of realized, okay, I can do without following my favorite sports franchise. I've got other things going on. I need to make money instead of spending my time sitting on the couch watching something that turns out to be, frivolous compared to other things that are going on. And that's what we're running into with the movies. Maybe people just realize, I'd rather just watch what I can at home. I've got Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or you name it, Disney Plus, and I can be just as entertained with movies that are available there or shows that are streaming there than I am when I go to the theater and spend too much money on tickets and too much money on concessions. A lot gets made about the studio experience or not studio experience, but the theater experience of being in a room full of people watching it on a 30-foot screen or whatever and seeing the movie with surround sound and having all the people around you kind of enjoy it all at once. But I grew up an only child. This kind of sounds like lonely child, doesn't it? I grew up an only child, and so when I go to movies, sometimes I'd rather it be at home because somebody's phone's going off or people are talking through the movie or people bring their kids that are crying, and I lose out on my enjoyment of the movie because of the factors of the other people that are there. And so I wouldn't be opposed to it being released on a streaming service, but I also want the movie to make as much money as it can. So I see both sides of it. I'd love to be able to download it today and watch it now. And part of that is because of the unknown of I have to stay healthy for another 7 months so I can see the movie. I don't really feel that that's in doubt, but you never know. And, there's people all over the world that are having health issues, and it could easily be me. And shoot, I would love to see this movie as soon as possible. And what I'm trying to get around to saying is we've waited 30 years for this movie, and so people say, what's waiting another 11 months from when it was supposed to be released? Well, we've got to make it that far, and nobody knows what the future holds. And so, until that day when I either get to sit on my couch and it's on a streaming service, or I sit in that theater and the lights go down and I get to watch it, I'm not going to know for sure that I'm going to get to see the movie that I've been so excited to see. But it helps to keep me... It's good motivation to keep me healthy. Let's put it that way. Helps me to, on those times when I know my mask is dangling at work and it's not covering my nose as much as it should, or something of that nature. You know what? I've got something to look forward to. I've got something I'm working towards. If it's something as silly as a movie, and that's what's good enough to keep me from getting sick, then hey, so be it. That's cool. That's good that I have something like that. And we should all have a good motivation for us to do the right thing and to make sure that we're keeping ourselves and those around us healthy as possible. So, in the end, I'm disappointed. I'll wait like the rest of us. But when it's time, and I do get to finally, like I said, sit in the theater or on my couch, I'll do so with as much great anticipation as I did when I first saw that teaser trailer almost 2 years ago. Excited to see what the story holds. I'm excited to see where they're taking it. And I've got room on my walls for a good Afterlife poster or some other, things to add to the fandom, to add to my collection. But those are pretty much my thoughts. I can ramble all day about it. Disappointed, yet I understand why it happens. And here's hoping that it doesn't move again, and that on the 11th of June, which is right there close to the original release of the first movie and the release of the second movie, that it'll be a time of celebration. It'll be time for us to actually gather together one way or another to watch it. And we'll be posting videos about what we think, our reactions to it. And that'll be fun. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is being able to, if not share it in the experience at that time, in the moment, being able to share it online with my friends and followers, either here on YouTube perhaps, about what we enjoy about it and what made us happy about the new story and the new direction they're taking it. So I'm excited about it, and I'll continue to be excited about it. I'll continue to follow the news, and I'll continue to post videos here. I've got a couple more that I'm going to post here the next couple of days with the holiday coming up with Halloween. And hope that you'll stay tuned, and thank you. If you've made it this far in my rambling video, then kudos to you. But let's keep our chins up collectively, and do the best we can to stay healthy and not be too disappointed or angry about the news, and just kind of understand that when it's time, hopefully for the best, that we'll all get to enjoy it. So I appreciate you sticking with me. Thanks for watching, and like I said, I'll have some more videos soon. So have a good day.